Hey everyone, Mark and Joey back here on a Monday morning here in Ontario, Canada. For those of you first-timers, that's where we live. Beautiful day here. We just finished our NBA show, and we saw a couple of things, two that are hilarious and one that might be interesting to the team. We thought we better come back on and talk about this. This just happened. The first one being a trade by the Warriors, and we just talked about them being able to stay almost as great as they were with the signing they did, and then they traded a guy who was almost an MVP in the playoffs.
No, he was. He was the NBA Finals MVP one year. Andre Iguodala has been traded. Obviously, up there in age, he's a veteran, but traded in Memphis for a projected first overall pick. First round pick going forward. Very shocking there, but they had to do it to make room for D'Angelo Russell, so it made sense.
But I think weakens their playoff opportunities because he played well against the Raptors.
He played well against the Raptors, but he is banged up a lot, so I don't know how many years he has left anyway. So they probably looked at it going, hey, he might get hurt anyway and not play at all. So get rid of him, get a first pick. Hell, I can't believe they gave a first round pick for him, to be honest with you. An older guy with a decent salary cap hit. I was shocked, but hey, good for the Warriors. It's a great pickup. Yep. By the time Clay comes around, they'll have Clay, Russell, Curry, and now a first round pick from Memphis who's probably going to be crap. So they could have an unbelievable team once again in a couple of years. A great pickup in my mind from Memphis, from Golden State. I think good enough from Memphis. I think you'll see him traded, to be honest though, from Memphis. They'll get rid of him and, they'll get something else for him and probably trade him to a playoff team at some point and get maybe more picks from them and probably equal it out. That's what I imagine seeing happening there. But they had to do it, get rid of cap space for D'Angelo Russell. Very shocking though. Yeah,
I mean, and again, weakens him a bit. We can talk about he might not be an impact guy, but he was certainly good against the Raptors, right? So that was something that a kind of guy like that can be really positive in the playoffs for you. But anyway, I wanted to announce that to you before tomorrow came, and we were able to get it in today. Secondarily, though, the other rumor is amazing with the Knicks.
The Knicks are so desperate to find a Big Three, they just went and signed one of the teams from the Big Three NBA League. And if you don't know what that is, it's Ice Cube's league of all the old retired players playing 3-on-3 basketball. And someone was joking on the internet saying that's the Big Three they need to go get. Too funny. Hey, guess what? One thing, it sell tickets.
Yeah.
Because a couple of the players in this league are insane, like Allen Iverson and such, and Metta World Peace, and so on and so forth.
Shaq's playing there too, isn't he?
I don't think Shaq is officially, playing. I think he's been to a game, right? But, officially play. It was just too funny. I saw it online. I thought I had to mention it.
Poor New York. The Jets, the Giants,
the Knicks.
The Rangers have been bad. The Knicks, to make a joke. I just thought we would bring that joke up because I thought it was so funny that someone came up with that. So anyway, obviously not happening, but it was hilarious about it. The other one is a little bit more about, never shoot your mouth off about a team. And you just saw this. I didn't even realize this, but, the free agent signing in Miami, what happened there? That's hilarious.
In 2013, Jimmy Butler said the one thing I'd never do is wear a Miami Heat jersey. And sure enough, he's in a Miami Heat jersey. Yeah. Too funny. Stuff always comes around. Actually, good for Miami for willing to not care about that at the end of the day. But too funny. I can't believe guys say stuff like that. You never know where your career is going to take you. That was a good one. Another thing I want to update is actually Indiana got a little bit better. They got Malcolm Brogdon. So that was interesting. Detroit got Derrick Rose. So two other interesting signings. I don't think Derrick Rose impacts Detroit much. They have no chance. But I tell you what, Indiana getting Malcolm Brogdon. With Victor Oladipo back next year again. That's another team I'd be more concerned. I think they're more of a locked number 4 seed now. Yeah. And they're definitely a team in the second round that's going to give the number 1 seed some hell. So Indiana making some moves there. Very impressive stuff. But there's some quick add-ons to what our show was before. That just all happened pretty recently. So the NBA continues to get crazy and get funny along with it. Very impressive.
And I'm always impressed by people who remember stuff from 2013. I just don't have the memory that I remember he said that. It was kind of a non-consequential thing.
People on computers these days, they find it, right?
Yeah,
he tweeted it. So they find it, they bring it back up to him. Yeah. It was just great. And
so
too
hilarious. Funny. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, that was just a quick update show because we heard these things that we're not going to wait for tomorrow. There you are, 2 NBA shows today, and lots of stuff going on in the NBA, obviously. So we'll be back tomorrow to update on any other new things happening in the NBA.